Well, when I saw you a couple of weeks, I said, be careful what you wish for, and what we've wished for, we've got, which is this sort of dreadful trudge of Tory infighting going on for another 3 weeks. I mean, it'll all bind itself together. I'm not taking sides with either candidate, by the way, because I'm a loyal Conservative and I shall support whoever wins. But it is a pretty unseemly event, and you know.
Don't you think what Liz Truss, because as we said, these comments, this leaked audio tape, is now making the headlines. I think she's been very much mischaracterised there, and I think it's much ado about nothing, because she says there's a fundamental issue with British working culture, we always want the easy answers, and we need more graft, and that's not a popular message. Yes, it's not a popular message, but it's one many people across the country hold, including many working class people who often see other people on benefits perhaps not working as hard as they should, whilst they're working very hard.
Well, Mercy, you should be running for leader. I mean, this is great.
Gosh,
stuff.
that's a curse. Don't curse me.
But, I mean, the great challenge when I was in government, still is today, is increasing productivity. It is the issue for every government, and we haven't been able to do that for years. And largely because the Working Time Directive has meant that there are less hours. When I was in government, we managed to persuade the unions and workers to increase the hourly working week to get us out of the financial crisis. And I think the same is going to have to happen again. How we get Britain back working, I mean, we were talking about this earlier, you know, restaurants can't get staff, hospitals can't get staff. A lot of people aren't going back to work post the pandemic. So this is the challenge for, one of the challenges, because actually there are many challenges we know for the next Prime Minister, is how to get people back to work. How to get the public service back to work and working efficiently, and obviously, therefore, sort out the cost of living and the inflationary issues that exist.
The country is in a diabolical state at the moment. Every day we are talking about broken down infrastructure with our water system. We've got sewage, raw sewage being pumped into the seas today because we couldn't cope with a day of heavy rain. Our electricity bills are going through the roof, as are our gas bills. It's a total mess, and this comes off the back of, you know, over 10 years of Conservative leadership. How's that happened?
Well, I think that the issue is that, and certainly in the latter days of the Johnson government, they were badly served by the levers of government. So, I mean, you can go even further. I went through Gatwick the other day and none of the passport machines were working. I went through the week before and 8 passports were rejected. I've tried to get a passport. It's taken me months. Driving licence, don't start on that. And we've just seen the waiting lists for NHS. And you two are too young to remember, but this is exactly the time that Thatcher and the scenario Thatcher had to take, where she decided to take on the bloated public services and the unions who were kicking up rough. We had inflation at a rampant level. We had interest rates in double digit at one point, which thankfully we haven't got now. But someone's got to say, and I very much hope the new Prime Minister says, enough's enough. We're going to have a real onslaught on these issues and get Britain working again. And this, as you rightly say, Bev, is the issue of the moment.
But